Good morning, this is Randy. So the picture you're looking at is a woman who's beautiful, and she's saying, all I want is everything. And at first glance, you might think this is a narcissist because she wants everything. But maybe she's just ambitious. Maybe she wants a lot of things and she has a lot of desires and she's willing to work and not hurt other people to get the things that she wants in life. Wanting things and wanting certain situations is not bad in itself. It's how you go about getting it and what you're willing to do and how you are willing to hurt other people to get what you want that is the problem. And that is the segue into a little rant that I want to do right now because I've gotten a little bit fired up. This has been an issue for me, and it's recently come up after watching the interview with Spartan Life Coach and Sam Vaknin, and that is the term of healthy narcissism. Okay, well, I don't believe there is a such thing as healthy narcissism, and I think this is a misuse of a term that Sam Vaknin actually uses. Narcissism and NPD, and I know that NPD is the diagnosis and narcissism in general is kind of like this generic term to describe maybe a culture or groups of people or an idea that maybe people are too focused on themselves or focused on themselves. But when I think of a continuum, I don't think of a continuum that starts with healthy narcissism and ends with psychopathy on the other end. Because narcissism is not healthy, and I don't want to use those two words in the same phrase. They're opposites. So I propose that if somebody is healthy, it means that they are emotionally and mentally healthy in terms of their own level of self-esteem, and that they have maintained their own survival defenses, and that they engage in good self-care. To be mentally healthy, have an accurate sense of self, and have self-esteem based on reality in terms of your actual value as a human being, and to continue to strive to be better, would be someone who seems to have good self-esteem, good boundaries, are based in reality, and engage in self-care. However, that person would not be intentionally or even unintentionally harming others to achieve this. There's no reason to have to harm others to get what you want out of life. Once you begin to harm others, either directly or indirectly, you are moving along that scale toward narcissism and possibly have NPD, sociopathy, or you're a psychopath. So it's about how much you're willing to harm others or not pay attention to whether or not you're harming others and just bulldoze through life with a goal in mind, and you will do anything to get it, including manipulate other people. We all do have the capability of manipulating others. We all have the capability of rooting out people's weaknesses, people who are maybe not as intelligent as us, people who don't have the same level of resources, people who don't have the same physical strength, people who don't have the same level of physical attractiveness, people who don't have the same support system, people who don't have the same level of knowledge, people who don't not have the same level of financial resources. All of us can always find somebody that we're doing better than, or somebody that is vulnerable that we are capable of manipulating and abusing. But the difference is we don't. And when we have in our lives done this, manipulated or taken advantage of someone who was vulnerable, or who we found that niche that we were able to pull the wool over someone else's eyes and engage in narcissistic behaviors, you could say. When we've done that throughout life, we learn that it doesn't feel good, it's not right, and it's not worth it. It's actually self-sabotaging, because we have consciences and we have empathy, and we put ourselves then in their place, and we say we would not have wanted someone to do that same thing to us. So we learn, and we make conscious decisions when we see people all over that we are capable of manipulating them, but we choose not to do so because it is not in our best interest in the end to do so, because we will feel bad about ourselves, and we have a level of integrity that we just don't want to jeopardize. We have reached a certain level of self-esteem and self-care that we don't want to go back or regress into a place where we may have been following what society tells us to do, which is pounce and bully and take advantage of every single person or group of people that you can, and this is how you get what you want. So, again, there is no such thing as healthy narcissism. That is just healthy self-esteem. And once you move along that narcissistic continuum of NPD, antisocial personality, sociopathy, and borderline personality, as you move along that, you're also moving along a continuum of self-sabotage. And we don't want to sabotage ourselves like the narcissists do. We know that they find someone that truly loves them and feels that they loved you back, and that would be the survivors. Now, we're smart enough to know it's not easy, it's not really simple to find people that truly love you. that will be loyal to you till the end and supportive. And what does the narcissist do when he or she finds someone that truly loves them? They discard you. And isn't that the ultimate self-sabotage? We see what manipulation and devaluing of someone who loves you results in. It is a complete and utter long-term progressive stage play of self-sabotage. And the narcissist thinks that they're actually getting what they want, and which is short-term supply. But what they're doing is they are self-sabotaging the potential for having long-lasting true love in their life. And so that is nothing to be envious of. They would actually do a lot better if they had some self-esteem, some integrity, and if they were caring enough about themselves in the long term. They would not throw away a person with high integrity who is loyal and who loves them to death. So, in summary, this term of healthy narcissism, I think that it needs to be clarified for sure, and I think it needs to be thrown out. Because I propose there is no such thing as healthy narcissism. Let me know what you think down below in the comment sections, and thanks for listening.